All right, next, life. Gotta go in order, you know. Don't look at Luminous Weaver, it'll hurt you. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. I guess technically it's not as painful for me because she doesn't know it. I love Imp. I wish that they would do the fire treatment on this, send it back down to 1 pip and like lower the damage. I don't really care about the damage, it's all good. Oh, Pigsy is OP. Well, maybe that's why, you know, it's cool. So I guess with this one, I'll just upgrade it to tier 3. Plain old. If you are not aware, Activate is just Life's version of Detonate. So it detonates your heal, so you get all your heal at once. That's all Activate means. I actually had to test that one out to figure it out. I'm like, what does Activate mean? It means the heal over time doesn't start until I activate it? Yeah, Wonder Twin Powers, Activate! So this one looks the same. Damage doesn't change much. But send it back down to 2 pips, please. I would appreciate that. Thank you. Goodbye. Yeah, that one is also going to tier 3. Hey, Rat, what's up? So we changed the pip cost. Now it's 2 and then a life pip. Technically, it's the same. It just, I think this makes it easier for non-school wizards to cast these, personally. Yeah, because before you'd have to have 4 pips, just plain old pips. Now you can use the power pips and school pips as that pip, which is nice. And then if, like me and Test, you forget to switch off whatever school pip you were after, you can still use those for your own school as power pips. So that works out too. 310 to 340. Okay, the only thing that changed on that one is the pip cost. Nice. Pigsy. Oh, nice. Oh my gosh. Yay, sparkles. Sweet. So that'll make a okay. So what happens if you use like primordial with this? Probably just separates it out between the two. Probably it puts some on the initial heal and some on the overtime. Probably. It's usually what they do with this. Yeah, you don't have a lot. Yay. But your Pigsy's gonna be tier 2, so that's nice. It's 2 pips and a life pip. Infestation, exactly the same. I just figured I'd check. You never know. They might have changed something on these. Anywho, okay. Oh, no. That's okay. Nobody used the bottom one anyway. I accidentally put it on the bottom path thinking that was like a 50% trap. Yeah, no. It was half of whatever they put on you. That sucked. Because this one converts it equally. Like just say they put a feint on you, you know, 70, 75, 80, whichever version they put on you. That converts that on you and puts it onto them. Whereas if you use the lower path and they put a feint on you, oh gosh. It turned it into a universal of 35 instead of a 70. It's great that it was off of you, but ugh. Oh, and by the way, Camp Bandit, it does have a little issue where you can actually be harming yourself. So be careful using Camp Bandit if you're going to attempt to remove a trap, but you're going to defeat whatever you're hitting, because it converts the trap on you, but it doesn't put it on them if you kill them. It leaves it on you. I've done that before. So be careful who you are using Camp Bandit on. I like to mostly use it for bosses because they're probably not going to be defeated in, you know, the initial hit. Because even though you're like, oh, it's only it's 295. You know what? Once you boost it up with 300, and then maybe you got traps or blades or whatever, and maybe a crit or a bubble or aura or global. Let's just say I've done quite a few thousand damage with a Camp Bandit before. It can be hardcore if you do it right. Pigsy is the reason your life made. Pigsy is fantastic. Okay, so new Camp Bandit on the bottom, 310 damage and removing. I mean, I guess that's good. It's the exact same damage each time. So I guess if you want to be safe, you can use the bottom path and then you don't have to worry about accidentally leaving a trap on yourself. There you go. Okay, well, Sprite Swarm. Honestly, Sprite Swarm is the saddest thing ever. I used up Moon Gold Dust to craft spellements to upgrade it just to tier 2 because I was curious if you got a different minion. No, you don't. So that means you are spending 1 billion spellements and you still have like the tier 1 minion. I'm like, is there any bonus to this whatsoever? I mean, I guess you can use primordial on it. Once they put this on here, right here, there's no reason to use this. Nobody used this. Okay, so Archmastery Jewels are square. Thank you. So, yeah. I don't use this one. I mean, it's a nice, cheap heal over time for everybody. Anywho, Luminous Weaver. Oh, 2 paths. Yay. Okay, so it used to hit, and then give a weakness. I can speak that language. And now you can still do hit and give a weakness. Okay, and that one's no PvP. Okay, so you can still get a regular Luminous Weaver up top if you wanted to. And then on the bottom, okay, so it's the same damage all the way across. And then it gives you whatever the healing blades are called. God, why can't I ever remember their name? I'm tired of calling them negative healing blades and healing blades. They have a name. My brain just can't. So you get 10, 15%, 20%, and then 25%. So that's nice. So what's wrong with Luminous Weaver? I kind of like that, actually. The top path does exactly the same. And then this one's good for support down the bottom, if that's what you like to do. Goaty, goaty, goat. 3 pips and a life pip, and now it does damage and a heal over time. All right, Nature's Raw. Alrighty, let's see what it used to be. This was damage and then a life blade if your health is greater than, thank you for correcting me, greater than 50%. And it looks the same. So 20, 25, 30, 35, is that what this says? 20, 25, 30, 35, yep, and 325 as the highest damage on that end. So this one has not changed at all. I'll probably go with the lower path because she's pretty good at keeping her health up there, so that's good. Okay, Seraph, we did actually upgrade this one beforehand. Yeah, see, this one pushes the overtime, but as far as I know, you can't do that with protected overtime, so thanks, fire. Oh my god. We got the damage on the top or way down damage. That's, I mean, if you're going to be mean and cut the damage in half, then you might as well, you know, lower it by a pip or something. Jeez, come on, man. I do like the 100% accuracy for the tier 5 up there, though. That one's nice. I do know this one's exactly the same. That's nice. So, life, it seems only the lore spells got changed. Hey, fix these. Some of them, a couple of these did get fixed, but not Earthwalker. It's still tan. Oops. Okay, Earthwalker, damage with, yes, those 100% spells accuracy. That's pretty satisfying, actually. And then we got damage, and then more damage if you have a Trapadoodle. And then it's max of 1, max of 2, max of 3, max of 4. So Earthwalker's pretty awesome. You cannot enchant to increase this conditional plus 75. And the last one of these spells is Centaur. So this one hasn't been changed since before this update. So the initial and the top path just does damage, going up as you upgrade it. And then for the bottom path, it does only a tiny bit less damage than the tier 1 Centaur, but it can do 185 more if you have a heal over time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. As you upgrade this, the damage and the potential additional damage goes up each time, so that's pretty cool. You can still enchant these with the sun spells to increase the damage on here, but it's only for the initial hit, not for the conditional one, the secondary hit. So for me, a lot of times, maybe you have a pet that does a Maycast like Sprite. This is fantastic because if it does that and then you hit with Centaur, it's going to do 695 base, not even boosted, just base damage on this. What if you put epic on there? It would be 985 just for tier 2. For tier 5, that's 765 just base, not even boosted, and then that would be over 1,000 if it was tier 5. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. I love it. Go Centaur. Yes. Woohoo! Okay, I can show you one more. This one, I just don't know if it's changed though. Really, it just the pip cost changed, but Sacred Charge costs 4 pips in a school pip. And then it says it does 525 damage and has the absorb. But this one does now do the 525 and the 250 absorb, so there's that. Yay, I'm saying I knew somebody had that one. I'm glad it was my life. All right, get out of here. You are done.